Hey everybody, welcome back to the Carry Cut YouTube channel. And if you're new here, we sure do appreciate you stopping by and watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And leave your comments down below, and I will try to get back to any questions you guys may have. I really do like interacting with everybody. It's awesome seeing all the comments come in, and I always get a lot of the same people. So to you guys that are normal watchers, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to check out our Instagram at carryandcut and our Patreon at carryandcut also. We really appreciate you guys supporting us. Everything counts, and it is awesome. All the proceeds are going to go directly right back into the channel. We are going to be buying new equipment and new knives to make the quality better and hopefully the content better for you guys. And so today I got a really awesome knife for you, and we got to give a shout out to Steven again. These next couple videos are going to be all about coming from Steven, so we really do want to give him a huge shout out. It is awesome that able to keep the content coming for you guys. And it's thanks people like him that are willing to send their stuff into the channel for us to look at. We're going to take the absolute best care of this stuff that we can. I really did want to take this knife apart and check out the inside if I get it cleaned up for him. But I really don't want to take his lanyard off there. So, me personally, I am not the biggest fan of the lanyards. But, they are definitely really cool. He has some really awesome ones. I really do like these little nuclear bomb looking dudes. These are really cool, so that's exciting. This is his pyrite that he sent, so this is going to be another video here soon too, so be on the lookout for this one. This is another nice knife also. So what do we have here? I'm pretty sure everybody knows this awesome iconic knife. This is the Demco AD20.5. And what makes this knife so special? Well, the first thing that stands out is definitely going to have to be this lock. So the shark lock. I know this lock really set the knife community on fire when it first came out. So I think he had his own custom knife. I think it was just the AD20 is what it was called, I think, or something. I think it was just the AD20, and that knife is extremely expensive. So when these came out, it really changed the game for a lot of other knives. They became a lot more affordable. People were actually able to access these things, and it's really awesome. I know Andrew Demco himself, he had a whole I think he helped invent the triad lock, maybe something like that, for cold steel or something along those lines. I know he did some of the AD10 and a whole bunch of other knives like that. So it is really cool. He's an iconic designer. All of his designs really stand out, especially this shark's foot blade. So of course this knife is definitely sporting that shark's foot blade. It is really cool. I've never seen a shark look so good in my life. So super fidgety knife. Another one thing that really stands out to me is all the methods of opening. So I really do like the thumb studs. You can just flick it out just like that, and it has a thumb hole, so that one's not as easy to get to, but you can definitely get your finger there for the reverse flick. Oh, messed that one up. So a little bit of wrist input there. These clips on he's left-handed too, Steven is. So these clips on the other side, they really do, I feel like they kind of hinder the way to get your thumb in there. This knife has a really awesome detent. It's really strong, and it snaps the knife back in without being too overpowering and aggressive. So let's go ahead and get some measurements on this thing, if you will. So make sure we flip this around so you guys can see it here. I need to get a tape measure, something a little easy for you guys to read. Actually, doesn't look too bad right there. So let's see the overall length of the knife. How about I put it on the inches side? There we go. Overall length of the knife, we're looking at right about shy of 7 3/4. It's going to be 7 3/8, somewhere around there. Your actual blade length is right at 3 inches, maybe 3.1 if you really want to get nitpicky with it. Actual, sharpened edge is going to be 2 3/4, what I'm coming up with. So that's definitely a pretty nice blade length. Overall, it's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and give this thing a weight. Give a shout out to Miss CJRB for letting us use the kitchen scale again. She was looking for it the other day, and I had it down here in the office, and she was definitely not too happy with me. So of course it's gonna be a little different with the lanyard on there, but that thing can't weigh that much. So we're coming in at 3.9 ounces, which is pretty astonishing. I can't believe it even weighs that much. It doesn't feel like it weighs that that whole amount of 3.9 ounces. I was just looking at the Benchmade 940s, and they weigh 2.9, so that's pretty interesting. So like I said, we have a 3-inch shark foot blade. This one is in D2 steel. I know they made, of course, they got, even, you know, they got OS10 coming on them. They have 20 CV. They have a whole bunch of, you know, other cool steels. Hopefully they become us magnet cut ones too in the future. That would be awesome. I think they made a mini, I think it's called a shark cut of this knife too, so that's really awesome. Really hope you can check that out one day. So we have a full flat grind, not a full flat grind, but a high flat grind on the blade. It's coming in 120 thousandths on the blade steel, and it does come down, you know, it's pretty thin behind the edge. You know, the tip's pretty pokey, you know, pretty nice. This thing's going to be, you know, pretty good blade shape overall. You know, they say it's a shark foot, but it's almost, you know, a true Warncliffe. It's almost got a whole complete straight. It's just up the tip, comes up just a tiny little bit. This thing is running on bearings. It is super smooth. The action is just incredible. You know, this is, talking about a fidget friendly, this thing is really awesome. You know, you can just sit there and play with this darn thing all day. See, there's that D10 I was talking about. This thing snaps right back in there, but it also snaps open the same way. So it's very, very nice for that. And it's also got these nice steel nested liners, and I really do like the look of that. You can't even tell there's liners in it, but they're definitely in there, giving it some support. These are polymer handles. I know these might not be everybody's favorite handles in the world. You know, I really can't tell too much difference between this and G10. You know, I'm definitely not hating on anything like, you know, any polymer or G10s. I don't think it's, you know, that big of a crazy deal. It has a really nice diamond texture on it, so it's got really good traction on the handle itself. You know, it's got a pretty, definitely not a deep carry clip, but it's got a nice clip on it. Comes in and out of the pocket really easily. Of course, got your lanyard hole back there. And this, another really cool thing about this knife is the finger lock safe. So, you know, your fingers do not come in contact with the travel of the blade. So your fingers are really never in any sort of harm's way when you're operating this knife. So it's really, you know, that is important. You can, I wouldn't really hand this to, anybody that doesn't know knives, though. It kind of might be hard for them to figure out how to close the darn thing, but still really cool. And it's coming, I was just looking on Blade HQ, it's coming in at $119.99, so right at under $120, and that is pretty awesome. You know, this is a Taiwan made knife. The quality is exceptional. You know, I've only handled one of these, and this one right here in particular, and the quality is, it's, you know, it's really nice. It's up there with any of the other Taiwanese, you know, manufacturers, and mostly everything coming out of there is really good. So for 120 bucks, really can't beat it. I think this, I don't know if this particular model made knife of the year anytime, but this one is definitely really awesome. Let's go ahead and give some comparisons going here. So let's do the Vision FG. Of course, this has the Snex Super Lock, and it's kind of, you know, similar in the way that it operates. You know, you pull back on this, and we did a disassembly video on this. So it's pretty cool. There's a well, there's a spring in here attached to this bar. This, I guess it's not a lock bar, but this is actually what comes in contact with the tang of the blade. So I think it's the same, kind of the same setup as what's going on in here. So definitely cool. Let's go ahead and size those up. The Vision FG is definitely a little bit longer. Got a little, there's no more sharpened edge though. The sharpened edge amount is pretty much the same. There might just be a little more blade length, you know, thanks to this, you know, real large forward finger choil on that. So definitely pretty cool. That's a good size comparison right there. Let's go over, how about, I got the Benchmade 940 out. Let's go over that one. It's definitely a little smaller than 940, but the carry profile on this is extremely nice. You know, it's very thin, especially against the Vision FG. You know, it's even thinner than that one. And how about the CJRB Hectare? Let's go over that one. This darn thing. Let's go over that one right there. Compare those ones. They're pretty similar. And I got the Pyrite out here also. Let's go over and go ahead and look at that one also. So definitely pretty standard size. I think you guys can all get down with that. It's definitely a nice knife. I'm definitely looking at getting one of these things added to the collection. The titanium handle ones are, you know, something that is very cool. You know, I like anything titanium, so that's pretty special to me. I really would like to get one of those. I know they're definitely pretty pricey, so I definitely want to make a big knife purchase sometime coming up this year. And I'm really, you know, do not know what I want to get. If I want to get into, I really want to get into a Hinder. That is kind of a, you know, dream knife of mine. So there's a million options out there. I wish I just had one of every single knife out there, but not possible for me right now. Hopefully one day we can all aspire to have a collection like Metal Complex. But for now, this is what we're working with, and it is very awesome to see these knives coming in, especially from Steven. This is very cool. So If you guys would, please give him another shout out. You're going to be hearing his name a lot here lately. We got a whole bunch of nice going from him, so we can't thank him enough. And I can't thank you guys enough for watching the videos and supporting us. You know, it means the world to us here. And also, don't forget about our 500 subscriber giveaway. We're doing the Civivi Praxis button lock. Almost 4-inch blade, aluminum handles, button lock action. You know, can't beat it. This is going to be a sweet knife for somebody to get. Hopefully, you know, maybe it's someone that has a whole bunch of knives in their collection and just wants a nice everyday user they can beat on, not have to worry too much about. This is going to be a good one for you. So if you guys have any comments or questions or comments, put them down in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can on those, and I will have this knife linked in the description. It is in stock. I couldn't exactly find the D2 variant of it, but I have the Austin A variant in there also, and it's going to be $110, $120, right at or under 120 bucks. So thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next one.